saw this post on Instagram that I'm pretty sure everybody can relate with. So somebody posted uh, in quotations like when women say sorry I have a boyfriend, and this guy replied, "First of all, I know your boyfriend. You single. Trust me." Is that hate?
That's hate. That's hate.
Nasty hate. Because you snitching on him and trying to take it. That's nasty hate.
It's like because
dirty
you know
Mac.
him. You know him.
Is that dirty Mac or
That's-
is that hate?
That's
There's a
dirty
difference.
Mac. And actually, I
that,
would say
that
dirty
hasn't
Mac.
happened to me because I'd probably stand there in shock. Like y'all really out here saying this?
Yes.
The dating
yes.
pool got pissed in it anyways. So.
I can't imagine if someone told me, Gary, why don't you ain't on side? Your girl is.
That would be wild.
See, that's why I got to kill a nigga.
No, that
Imagine a nigga telling you something about your girl that you don't know.
Hey.
That's one of my biggest fears.
She's still doing that thing, that thing she like you. You still doing that thing she like? Oh, you don't know.
Oh my god.
Oh, y'all not there yet.
Y'all not there yet. It's
Oh my god.
Like that really happens? Like
No,
niggas
no,
do the
no,
oh,
no,
I was gonna say,
No,
niggas
let's
be
not-
out here doing
that.
that.
But that has happened to some men though.
The thing is, I get tried a lot because I'm light skinned, but nigga can't try me like
It's
that.
okay. My
Yeah.
boyfriend's light skinned too. It's okay. It's hard out here for y'all.
It really,
It's really hard.
it really
But one
is.
thing about y'all love y'all some chocolate women. I'll give y'all that.
Hey man, we going down a couple.
No,
points.
because I feel like if two light skinned people together, not to be a colorist, I'm not a colorist. I promise y'all
I'm
I'm not. My
about to
mama
agree
is
with you.
light skinned, okay? And I love her to death. But it just, I feel like light skinned men like dark skinned women because
Yeah.
they don't want to feel like,
They're dating their siblings.
yeah,
exactly.
distant cousin or something.
Oh
I might be a
my
little
God.
worried.
Like I'm Jamaican. Like I couldn't date any woman with the last name Brown. Probably gonna be related.
Mm.
That's crazy. Yeah, y'all do be choosing the white last names. Yeah,
This
anyway.
man won't let this go.
Anyway,
That's the thing. Haitians, you gonna know a Haitian last name.
1000%.
Like
Meanwhile,
my last name, you wouldn't think it's Haitian, but it is and it isn't at the same time, I guess.
this man talking shit. When he was rooting for France,
You
in the
know
World
what's
Cup.
crazy? You know when I be finding out niggas' real names is Zell. When I Zell niggas, I'm like, yo, nigga, this is you.
Your name is Jeffrey?
Oh man, you a street nigga. You out here killing niggas.
Down,
And
Jeffrey.
your name is Matthew, bro. I'm not
that
scared.
is such a wholesome name,
I'm
man.
not
Sit
scared.
down, Herbert.
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 Herbert is crazy. Welcome to another episode of
These are the aesthetics.
I go by the name of Cheech, aka address me as a broadcaster, aka the ambassador of good times, aka men's self-care advocate. I'm adding that to my list because we gotta focus on that, man. All my niggas out there, we gotta focus on the self-care and just mental health. Period in 2023.
Alright, man. I go by the name of Gary, aka In Gary Trust, aka the Fly One, aka the Sneaker Man, aka bringing more content to you as soon as possible.
Okay, and today we have a very, very special guest. This is somebody that is super talented. I went to high school with her. She's been on her shit since day one. And I'm not, this no gas shit. She be transforming y'all out there because I see how y'all look in y'all regular pictures before y'all go to her. And this is no shade. I'm not speaking about nobody in particular. But Keisha is in the building.
Hi,
Say what's up to the
everybody.
people. Do you have any nicknames?
No. Just go by Keish. Or they be like
how they
Keish.
say? Morva, how you say the name?
They be like Keish or Keisha the MUA. They don't call me Keisha sometimes. They have to do the MUA at the end of it. Or the MUA. People be
Mua,
like
that's
the
what it is.
MUA.
The
I'm like,
Mua.
why are y'all sounding out MUA? It's in capital letters. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Some people be like the GOAT, but I don't really like being called that.
I like that. Okay, it's still humble. I like it.
GOAT.
I like it.
No one called you the Fountain of Youth yet?
No.
The transformation queen. I could tell. Listen, I'll give you that because. Whew.
I used to get posts like that. Like the guys used to be on my Instagram, like sharing my work. Thanks for sharing, of course. But then they'll share, Keisha out here transforming you bitches. Da, 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 da. I'm like, that's not gonna get you no play, dude. That is not. The girls is not gonna fuck with you if you say. And then you're sharing. If you're sharing that girl, you like her, you're in her inbox some way somehow.
She can expose you. You can't do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah, you can't.
Don't worry. Do you ever fear that someone's gonna sue you because like you did someone's makeup so good that that like when they wake up the next morning they like I was with her last night?
Can't sue me for that. You gotta sue her genetics, not me.
Oh, I like that.
You should know what you're working with. But don't get me wrong, the makeup does last. The makeup does last. Like I'm talking about
the good makeup, not the cheap shit.
Yeah, the good makeup lasts. I've had no shade, no tea, but I've had clients who keep the makeup on for a while.
Ooh, really?
I'm talking about like 2 days.
That means they don't shower.
No, they shower.
Really?
They just don't wash their face.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
all
the way
right.
y'all kissing?
I can't judge nobody or what they
can't,
choose to
'cause
do. They spent that check.
It's expensive. So I guess they're trying to get their money's worth. I ain't knocking nobody trying to get their money's worth. But me personally, you will not catch me going to sleep with no makeup. After I leave here, I promise you, probably by the time I walk out this building, these lashes are going to slide off my eyes. But that's just me.
All right, so there's this age-old thing, right, before we start with everything else, that beauty is like makeup is supposed to enhance
Definitely.
the beauty that you already have.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays I'm seeing a lot of women that really want to look like somebody else. Because I know women that want to look like Jada Waiter or Ari.
Definitely.
Do you ever get one of those encounters, like
get
somebody
that.
hit you up and be like, make me look like her?
I get that all the time. Like I've had girls look like Whoopi Goldberg. And you want to look like fucking Rihanna. It's not possible. Everybody, no, that I stole, but everybody's beauty's uniquely different. So the reason behind my brand is called Enhanced Beauty LLC.
Okay.
The reason behind that, I came up with that name like 8 years ago, 7 years ago, I want to say. And I was trying to come up with a name. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna call my business? Like, what am I gonna call it? What do you do with makeup? I'm like, you perfect it, you bring it out, and I was looking for words, and then I seen enhanced. And I'm like, yeah,
I love that word.
Enhanced. Because the whole purpose of you sitting in my chair, and don't get me wrong, I will turn somebody to a completely different person if that's what you want.
I've seen that.
If that's not what you want to look like yourself, but just a little cleanup, I could do that. You want to look like a drag queen from the 2000s, we could do that. The choice is yours. The choice is yours.
I'm not gonna lie, drag queens from the 2000s is more draggish than today.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little more extra.
You don't have to give us too many details if you don't want to. But I guess when somebody, let's say, hits you up and say, I want to look like Ari, right? I'm not saying you judging them, but do you ever feel like, damn, that's like more of a self-esteem issue, or like, why do you ever like question the motive on why they want to do that, or do you like, okay, book your appointment and come through?
Book your appointment and come through.
All
okay,
right.
book your appointment and come through. But I don't really think it's a self-esteem issue. People, it's called being an influencer. They're influencers.
Okay.
I'm an influencer myself. I didn't even know that I was an influencer until, girls would hit me up and be like, where did you get this? I'm like, y'all really like that? I just put that shit on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not literal. But you know what I mean?
Spicy, yo. I like
you know
it.
what I mean? I dress how I feel, and I dress to embrace my body and embrace all my curves and embrace, whatever the occasion is. So I get girls DMing me all the time. Oh, how did you get so confident? How did you get? I'm like, you gotta love yourself, baby. You got one body. You want to change something, make the change. There's girls out here getting fillers, Botox things, lip injections. Those influencers you see, they don't look like that in person, in real life. So that's why, as an influencer, I strive to give you the raw me. Like, I'll post my face with no makeup. I'll show y'all, come to my shop, I'm looking real crazy 90% of the time. You know what I mean? I look real crazy at work. The hair is all in a bun. Sometimes I'm in a moo-moo. I promise you, I'm in a moo-moo. You
know what that is. He's dating a Haitian girl.
We love our moo-moos. And then you'll see me out, and it's a whole complete
360, baby.
Exactly.
I just don't like the jean skirt gotta go. Can't do it.
It depends on which girl, man.
And it
You
depends
crazy
on how you
as
put
hell.
it on. It depends. I'm not a really a jean skirt person, but
I'm talking about the long jean skirt, like past the knee.
Oh, no.
no.
Alright, dog.
but I've seen like
Gotta let it go.
I've seen the
Gotta-
little cargo ones. It was like with a whole bunch of pockets on it. I mean, it depends on who puts it on. It depends on who puts it on.
Sure.
And then some people they see it like on the Jadas and the Aries, and they be like, you know what? I'm gonna go buy that. And then you put it on and you look stupid. Oh my God, they fooled me. No, you fooled yourself.
Yeah, you don't have.
Speaking of being fooled, I have one ignorant question to start off the
Mhm.
podcast. So, if women are allowed to wear makeup, are men allowed to wear like underwear that makes their dick print bigger?
Where's the correlation?
Because we both lying.
I mean,
that's dangerous territory, Gary.
Because we both lying.
underwear that shows their print.
That shows their print, make their print look bigger.
There's stuff like that.
Maybe.
You brought it up. You tell me.
Is that a business venture out here? Like you know,
I would
Gary's trying to tell me something.
I'll invest in it. I'll invest in it.
Gary's trying to tell us something, guys.
this is my opinion on makeup, and my opinion on makeup for women. Makeup for women is the same thing as a haircut for a man.
Okay.
Barbers be out here transforming y'all from get the fuck away from me, you fucking weirdo, to damn daddy, real quick,
So specific.
real fucking quick.
I like that. Yeah.
Like they be like, you know, the niggas that be tapping you on the shoulder in the club, you be like, the fuck, you like, who the fuck is this? And then you see the dude with the fresh haircut, you be like, oh hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
My name is, you know.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. It's the
I
same
realize
thing.
that makes sense. For some reason, like when I get a haircut, people think I'm biracial.
I mean,
Not saying that being biracial is better, but they just think that like, oh, you look like
Clean
so
it
many
up.
different races because
What
you have.
what is it giving? Like, is it giving like what does it give? What do you get when they ask you that?
Or you have black, half white,
Oh.
or am I Dominican? Either or.
Oh, so you're not half black, half white. No. Oh, see? Could have fooled
You
me.
was-
Could have fooled me.
100% Jamaican.
Okay.
100%.
oh man. Well, let's start with some current events and things that have been happening throughout the week. Well, before we even get started, how is everyone feeling? How's everyone's mental health? How's
Thought we
the
started
week
an
been
hour
treating
ago.
you?
Yeah.
I'll start with the guest, and then we'll go around the room.
I'm okay.
You okay?
I'm good. I'm
Are
good.
you
so
saying you?
genuine.
Are you saying you good?
No,
or
I'm
you
not
actually
doing like that
good?
one video that be like, I'm okay, and it starts crying. Nah.
But that sounded like a genuine okay.
This is a safe space.
I am a Cancer, but no, I'm not gonna cry today.
Okay. All right.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
You good?
I'm happier, and I'm doing a lot of things, and I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone these days.
Okay.
And like this is one of them.
Yeah, I like
And
that.
I'm happy. Like I came in here like a little. Oh shit! I don't know about this, but I'm comfortable. I'm happy here.
All right.
Call me again next time.
Yeah. Hey.
I'm just kidding.
Hey, we need a girl. We need a woman, a female co-host.
Yeah, for real.
I don't mind.
What about you, Gary? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I can't complain. I'm getting some things finally on board. I don't want to jinx myself. Like when y'all see it, you will see it.
Exactly.
Hopefully, it comes out this coming week. But yeah, other than that, like work's good. I'm making money, so I can't complain too much.
Yeah, I feel that.
Not a lot, but
How
I
are
can make
you?
more. But
How are
money.
you feeling?
I'm. You know what? I'm feeling better. I'll say that because earlier this week, let's say on Monday, I was exhausted. But as a man, you don't really like. You just I'm on go mode. I want to work. Like there's no such thing as rest.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, my body told me to sit my ass down. So I got off work at 4. I'm like, I'm about to go home, fold my laundry, go out to dinner, do something. And then I got to the house, took a shower, lay down, and when I woke up, it was 3 a.m.
Yep. Your
So I'm
body,
like-
your body will do it whether you want it to or not.
Force my ass to sit my ass down. So I was glad that happened because, you know, some people end up at the hospital. Some people, because I'm working 70 to 80 hours a week. So I'm like, yo, sometimes, like, you don't realize that you need to
That's happened-
rest.
that's happened
And
to me before.
sometimes, you know, nature, God, or just your body will just tell you to chill.
That's happened to me before.
And I signed up for the gym this morning.
How many
Period.
times have we seen that?
It's never too late. You can never have too many restarts.
Yes.
As long as you keep going.
That's my third one so far.
You know what? I'm tired of Cheech because the thing is, every time Cheech goes to the gym, he has to tell everybody he's going to the
No,
gym.
here's the thing. That's how I stay motivated because I want people to hold me
No,
accountable.
This is what you do. To hold yourself accountable, this is what you do. You get up and you go. You motivate yourself that you're going. You get up and you go. And go consecutively for like a week at least. So that way, and make sure you record yourself from the day you were going,
Yeah.
and then the end of that week, and then come the next week, you can flex.
Yeah.
Like I already been in this shit for a week now. What y'all talking about?
Well, see, I'm weird. So I'm goal oriented. So it's like if I lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight. Like if I got a wedding to go to and I want to lose 30 pounds, I'll lose it quick.
Okay.
And then I'll chill and be like, oh, okay,
That happens
I
to
can eat
everybody.
whatever I want. I could, and then boom, I gain the weight back. So I just wanna start the new year
so
with
start lightly.
stability.
Maybe do like 2 days out the week. Start lightly.
Yeah, you can't go all full throttle.
Yeah, you can't go
Yeah.
full throttle. Start 2 days out the week. Start even do a little walking or something.
Yeah,
Do a
I'ma
little
do
jog around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
That's how I started. Because of COVID, I gained a substantial amount of weight, and I wasn't happy with myself for a while.
Happened to everybody.
I was
Oh,
not
that
happy.
was everybody.
Yeah, I wasn't happy with myself for a while. Then you get the relationship weight, and that
happiness weight.
definitely. Yeah, you're happy, but then you're looking at yourself and you're like, "Girl, come on now." So then I started. My journey was December 1st,
Okay.
and then I just kind of been taking off ever since then. Now I fell in love with being in the gym.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. I'm
Popular makeup artist.
Yeah, I'm happy that I started again. I feel great, and yeah, I got that out my way. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Mentally, I'm great. Job is good. Life is great. Podcast is doing well, and I'm here with you guys. I'm cool.
Definitely.
So let's get into the bullshit.
All right.
man.
So I want to start with a movie I saw earlier this week called Megan. It's like an acronym for a robot that they created. So the movie is about artificial intelligence and the threat of artificial intelligence, especially when it comes to kids. So the movie is based on a woman that has to watch, this kid forcefully, but she builds robots. That's her job. So she created a toy that she thought for the kid, and the kid ended up building an attachment to the toy. Or to the robot, because it was like a lifelike robot. So it ended up replacing the love that the kid could have had with her, the relationship that they could have had together. So now the attachment became with the robot, and it became like an addiction, and they couldn't separate the two. And later on, like the robot turned evil, started killing people, and it was controlling itself because it reprogrammed itself and stuff like that. So I thought that was a good, because usually when we see like movies about the future, they show you how robots could be useful for you in your daily life, but they don't usually show you the dangers of like technology and how bad it could get and how controlling the control it has over your life. So I thought that was an interesting take. If you guys haven't seen it, I want you guys to go see
I
it.
had plans to go see it, but
I'm
then
not
I
seeing that
seen like
shit.
a snippet of it, and she was like breakdancing. I was like, "Is this gonna be scary, or are you
It-
gonna make me laugh?"
It's trust me, it's dope.
It's
It's
good?
not. I'm not gonna say it's a 10 out of 10, but it's very informative and it's a different take. It has its corny moments because it's a kid friendly movie.
course.
But I feel like people could walk over, now people got Alexa in their home. They got smart toilets. They got smart TVs. I'm not saying for you not to be technologically inclined or whatever, but just learn about the things that you purchasing before you go full throttle and get a whole smart home.
Definitely.
Because you might be trapped in that motherfucker one day.
Hold on,
Do you guys have any do you have a smart toilet at home? Do you guys have do you guys have any
Okay, I'm like,
technology or robots at your house that you rely on to get you up and
nah,
going?
I don't have nothing like that.
Okay.
I'm Haitian.
Yeah, real
I'm
shit.
Haitian. That
Alarm clock. That's
my
it.
mom would walk in and be like, "What the hell is that? Why is it making all this damn noise?"
I think the most technology I own is the fact that I have an Apple Watch and an iPad.
There you go.
But I actually I think I was telling either you or someone else that I was interested in buying the Oculus, but I realized because it has some cool features. The fact that like you can be anywhere you want in just goggles, almost got me is that the NBA said that they're selling courtside seats in the Oculus, and you actually feel like you're there. So I'm like, oh shit, that's actually pretty fire. And then I did some research. I heard some other podcasts say that, man, I don't even look at anything in my house because I can watch a 100-screen TV under a fire pit just in the Oculus. I'm like, I don't really know if I like that.
Yeah, you're like detaching yourself from reality. That's
Reality.
a little crazy to me. And I think I watched something that somebody, I'm a little not right up here sometimes, but those things where they were like, oh, if you die in there or if you're playing games, people get heart attacks and shit like that from playing games and like because they're so into it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Gary, even from like a physical aspect and a health aspect, you wear glasses already. So I wouldn't suggest you stick like some 3D shit in your face,
And
it could do more damages to your
Possibly,
eyes.
yeah.
Than
facts.
That's
So
true.
you might think you don't need your glasses no more. And
Yeah,
coming from a
I
blind
believe
person,
I could fly.
right?
Yeah,
I can drive with these shits on.
fuck around and kill everybody.
Exactly.
Fuck you.
All right. Well, topic of the week. Lori Harvey revealed.
Lord.
Not even her. She don't do reveals. The
Nah.
niggas usually do the reveal.
No facts.
They confirmed.
Yeah.
She confirmed dating rumors with Damson Idris.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
If you guys don't know who Damson Idris is, he is the star of the popular show Snowfall.
Love that
Exactly.
show. Love that show.
Better than Power.
What's your opinion on that, if any?
If anything, I was a little hurt. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. If she was dating Burna Boy, I might have a problem
Yeah.
with her then. I'm just kidding. I think Lori Harvey's a very beautiful girl. Don't get me wrong. She got to calm down.
Please be honest.
She
Don't
gotta
give
calm.
us that
She gotta
politically
calm
correct
down.
shit.
But in reality, the celebrity world moves so fast.
Mhm.
So God knows how long they were probably already dating,
Mhm.
and God knows how long ago she probably officially broke up with Michael B. Jordan before.
We found out.
Yeah, before everyone found out. It could have been way more months prior to that. It could have been when they took those pictures at what was it the Met Gala? Where did they take pictures at?
I don't, to be honest,
They went
It was somewhere,
Yeah.
some award show or some show. They were some red carpet they took pictures at, and they could have probably been broken up right there.
That's
And
true.
they just had to keep that image
Facade, mhm.
because you have to. When you're a celebrity, you have an image to uphold. You can't just jump right into the next relationship right then and there. You know what I mean? So you don't know. We're on the outside looking in, so we can't really give too much of our opinion. But if she was my homegirl and it was like, I'm like, sis, again,
Yeah.
another one.
Yeah.
I mean, she's young, she's dating, and there's nothing wrong with dating, but don't pop out. Don't pop out. If you're not 100% sure that you are going to be with this person for a while, do not pop out.
Okay, well, let me ask you this question. I'm glad you're here and you can answer for not all women, but
No, I can't.
to women with similar mindset as you.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there's a cultural difference between dating as like African Americans versus like Caribbean people? Because we take dating serious.
We date to marry.
We date to marry. And if we present somebody to our parent, that means that
you stuck with
marriage. Yeah, you stuck with me.
Me. Yeah, facts.
So do you feel like maybe it's a cultural difference that a lot of people might not be able to relate to what she's doing? Because a lot of people are cheering her on, and a lot of people are like, "Damn, girl, you moving like a hoe."
Yeah, I'm in some close friends, and I'm like, oh, y'all going in on her right now. Like, I can't really chime in on stuff like that because one day I do want to work in Hollywood, of course.
Oh yeah,
So I don't want them to
absolutely.
pull up tweets or nothing on me like, oh, she's such and such makeup artist, but she was talking mad shit on Twitter when she was 17. Like, that's why I had to go through my Twitter one time. I was like, wait, let me see
Isn't
if
it
I
sad
said
we have to
anything
worry
cra-"
about that
You
now?
have to, because you can potentially lose a lot of contracts like that.
Yeah.
But
So prayers for everyone involved.
right? So basically what I could say is that
Do what makes you happy, girl.
it's above my pay. It's above my pay. But my opinion, if she was my homegirl, like I said, I'd be like, slow down, sis. But there's different opinions. There's different women. Different women have different opinions. The more reserved, conservative women are gonna be like, well, why is she dating so many men? That's girl, you hopping from dick to dick. That's what they're gonna say. And the other women is like, yes, bitch, date until you can't date no fucking more, because don't let these niggas play with you. Like, there's, different women, like I said, different opinions. I'm like 50-50 with it.
Okay.
She could do whatever she wants. She got the bread. She don't want to listen to her dad. Her dad out here preaching to the world.
Wearing suits.
Wearing suits and shit, telling you how many suits you can wear with 4 different suits or whatever. Like that ass. So I mean, whatever. But you have to remember, the stories behind her mom, that she was dating a drug kingpin and she left.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Allegedly, she was dating a drug kingpin and was married, dating his brothers. A whole bunch of shit. So maybe if it is true, then that's where she got it from. If it ain't true, She's not here to clear up anything. And to be honest, if I was her, I wouldn't clear up shit either. Just let y'all talk, because at the end of the day, they're calling her for castings and shit like that.
Facts.
I have an issue though with this.
Okay.
I do have an issue. There are rumors that like Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey broke up. For the first one that came out, it says that apparently he proposed and she declined. That was one. Now Jason Lee pretty much he said some news basically that Michael B. Jordan possibly cheated with his ex or something like that. That's the rumor report that's been going out. But my issue is like I am not a fan of women who date their ex in their ex's circle. I hate that.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't.
the problem.
I don't approve of that in any way, shape, or form. If you wanna fuck the homie, like I get it, like that's just a spite. But you actually having a full blown relationship.
No, don't fuck the homie either.
I
That's
don't.
just
I'm
weird.
not even
That's
agreeing with
weird.
fuck the homie either. It's just like I'm just saying it's like you really gonna put it in my face that much. Whereas like you gonna date my homie. I have pictures with this. Like there was a point in time where Damson Idris and Michael B. Jordan was literally out seen together for like a month straight with Drake. So that's the only part I
He's
didn't
next.
like.
He's next.
Or
Come back.
Or he probably smacked already.
Come
You know,
back to
Drake,
this podcast. He's next.
No,
Yeah.
no disrespect to Lori Harvey because she does have the right to be with any guy she wants, of course.
Yeah, her body, her choice. Let's make that
her
clear.
body, her choice.
I
just think
I
she's
love that y'all said that.
she's personally. I think she's just going through like the lane of like the Halle Berry, the Rihanna, like the strong black woman that can get any man she desires. I'm just saying
Rihanna
is
wasn't like that.
Rihanna dated a prince. She dated Leonardo DiCaprio.
But
she dated soccer
dated
players.
Those, if I'm thinking,
She dated Drake multiple times.
If I'm thinking correctly, those were like in gaps. Lori Harvey did it probably 5-6 men in the same year.
Damn.
But then again, we're going off a
You
list.
calling her Jordan back to back?
like that ass 6 rings, like
Back
whatever.
to back championships.
But no, it's not even it's back to back. Like I said, it probably was before. Like they probably broken up months before, and it's just not coming out just to give her that clout. I guess you could say.
Okay.
To each his own.
Okay.
What
Well,
do you teach?
for me, right? I'm in between. With the situation. I do agree with what you said.
Dead
I
ass
feel
was
like
Sharon. Was Sharon post?
No. See, here's
Me
my
and Bay.
I feel like Lori Harvey shares the ilk of like you said, Halle Berry, SZA, Rihanna, Taylor Swift. Who else was on that? So there's a few women that
Kim
are of that.
Kardashian.
I feel like she mastered. She's in her peak of her sexual liberation, and people can't say that I'm dating because of clout, because he has money or something like that. So she's really dating these men because she's choosing to date these men. You get what I'm saying? So
She's been
and
a
she has
different
her
woman.
own.
She's been a different woman each time.
Exactly.
You gotta pay. Maybe she's just trying to feel like get the vibe for herself, because you know what they say, when you're in a relationship, you always take something from a
You
relationship.
discover something
You
about
do-
yourself
exactly.
as well.
So maybe that's what she's doing. Maybe she was lost and she wanted to be found.
She's
she
finding
should have went
pieces
to
of herself
church.
through different men.
She should have went to church, but she
Allegedly.
went, right?
Yeah.
But what I will say is though, I understand because back in the day I used to have that mentality that damn, how come? Because Amber Rose went through that. I'm like, damn, how come these Hollywood niggas date the same chick? But the more I started hanging around these celebrity dudes and I've seen them and I've seen the way they interact, it's like a normal girl don't understand that lifestyle. Like, for example, Michael B. Jordan is an actor. Like, sometimes they go 6 months to a year shooting a movie in a
Kissing
different
the same
country.
person all day.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like that lifestyle is not for the weak. Yeah, it comes with the money, the fame, the cars, the clothes, and everything else. But these people have to make a lot of sacrifices, and they have to trust each other to the T.
Facts.
Because niggas be cheating and girls be cheating too. So, yeah, I mean, it could be an attachment thing. It could be, like I said, sexual liberation. It could be a dependency thing. You get what I'm saying? Some women just,
Or
want to be
dominant.
close to somebody, and some people
Or
can't.
the dominant
Could be
thing,
dominant,
yeah.
yeah.
Because she don't post.
Exactly.
They come out first.
I barely hear.
I feel like
So
it's an ego thing
that's-
too.
That's where I get a little iffy, because if a woman is really in love with a man, like nothing is really gonna stop you from
Posting.
showing the world. You know what I mean? I'm a very private person. And what I do is it makes me a little iffy, especially that I deal with women all day. So some women, they're very spiteful. Trust me, I've seen it. Like I've seen, women be like, "Oh, that's who he dating now. I'm gonna go talk to him." Like
Mhm.
they do that. Trust me. Like I'm like,
Mhm.
so I be a little worried. So that's when it comes to me personally, my opinion is like I'm not gonna go and push out my relationship unless I'm 100% sure that
That's
that person's for me. And sometimes that person might not be 100. Maybe it ain't 98.9
okay.
for you, but you never know. You get what I'm saying? But you have to have that confidence within yourself too. So maybe, like you said, it's a dependency. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know.
But you
It's
know
it,
what? Power to her.
power to her.
Yeah.
She don't even know who we are, child.
Yeah. She
Wait.
ain't worried about.
I just had
Ain't
one
worried
last
about
question.
nobody.
I had one last question about the topic. Was Meek Mill hating?
Oh, big hating. He was hating hard because he didn't get a try. He didn't get a chance.
'Cause
He must have. It's giving. He slid in the DM, and she was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Like
Pretty much,
that's
yeah.
what it's giving.
Well, he said he was reposting party lyrics, but it's time. It's the time and the place, right?
Come on.
She just revealed who her new man is. You have a
And you
song
hating
screaming out her
hard.
name,
And then you tweet saying that, oh, like y'all just let that girl date anybody, and that's a
Mhm.
disrespectful tweet. Y'all let her.
Mhm.
That's
like she has no control of her
like,
own
like
body.
she,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
she don't know what she doing. Like
Yeah,
y'all,
It's hate. It's hate.
It is.
or maybe he know, or maybe he knows something we don't know. Talk
That's
about
true.
y'all.
But
Maybe he's talking
but let's
about her
be real.
team.
Is it? But are we allowed to? Are we allowed to say that Meek Mill made her poppin'?
No. But what I will say,
I never heard of Lori
You-
Harvey
you know-
until
you know-
that bar.
you know what I feel like made her popular, especially with the type of men that she dates. She's not public. She don't out anything.
Mhm.
So you're not catching her doing like interviews about people she's dated with. Like for example, Johnny Blaze. She had one encounter with Drake. Every time she sits and does an interview, she'll bring Drake
No
name
facts.
up. Like yo, fam, you fucked
We
Drake
get it,
in
we get it,
2011.
we get
Like,
it.
It's cool.
We get
You
it.
get what I'm saying? You don't have to keep repeating
He likes white
or try to
women anyway.
attach yourself to certain men.
Ooh.
Like, so.
Drake like white women.
You with Drake?
I mean, his mom is white. I feel like he's ultimately gonna end
He
up with a
likes-
white woman. Period.
And that's when the whole world is just gonna be like, oh my God, Drake, I can't believe it. Y'all knew. Y'all knew.
You know what? This is actually a good segue because the topic I had after this is like, how do you feel if like your ex dated another race after you?
Oh, that's your business. That's
See, I don't-
definitely
You
your
trying
business.
something new?
As long as
Y'all being
no,
so
my
PC.
no, I'm
Y'all
not.
being so
Because
PC.
I wouldn't have a problem with that. My problem is if you haven't. I've seen it before. A females broke up with they dude, or they break up or whatever, and he done date a dude after. That's the problem. Because what do you mean you're dating men now? What do you mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
What was the problem over here?
Yeah,
like,
that's
is
wild.
that why you left me?
Honestly, if I'm being real, like, okay, what I said was like how I feel on the surface, but as far as like dating a different race, I feel like a lot of men feel like certain certain women from different ethnic backgrounds treat men, or they were raised to treat men a certain way. Like
Mhm.
for example, there's a craze now of a lot of men going to Nigeria to get women. These women, not all of them, I don't know about all of them, but it's been said that these women were groomed
To
to
cater
be
to men.
housewives.
Mhm.
So if you are okay with paying all the bills and you supporting her financially and doing everything, then she'll play that wifey, role for you.
No, I've heard
So,
that too. I've
and
heard
some men it's an ego for them. They want to run over the girl they with. They want to abuse their power
Mhm.
in their gender role, and against the woman. You can't do that.
That's what I was gonna chime in on that. Some men can't deal with certain type of women. You get what I'm saying? Because some men, when it comes
Especially
to
an outspoken woman.
exactly. So a lot of this, for example, let's say our women, which is black women, tend to be more outspoken. Tend to be a little bit more on the.
Nice way to put
You're not gonna fucking play with me. You know what I'm saying? It's like
not even get on a Caribbean woman.
don't let her be from the Caribbean. Like an example, a Haitian woman. A Haitian woman not gonna let anything just slide. So a lot of men won't. Some Haitian men that I've seen won't date Haitian women. They'll go for a race that they can walk all over, that they can talk to however they want to, that they can cheat and they won't leave type of shit. Because a Caribbean woman, you cheat, you might not wake up.
Yeah, for real.
You might wake up with some genitals cut off or something. And I support that movement.
You support all my castration?
Yes.
I support it.
So my
Don't let them play with you.
So
No,
my
I'm just
thing
kidding.
is like that was a very good soliloquy. You sounded very professional, but let's be real. If you see your man speak to a white woman, you are boiling.
Oh, of course. I ain't gonna even cap. I ain't gonna even cap like that because I'm gonna be like, "You okay? You asking for life insurance or something?" Fuck. You out here. What is she selling you? Selling you. What is she
Is she selling you incense?
Is she a new therapist?
Are you going to therapy? Is that your therapist? Okay.
Everyone is looking at me different if they see me talking to a white girl because the second I was born and they saw the schools I went to, I've been to prep schools. I went to Park Vista. So the whole family is like, oh, Gary's going to end up with a white girl. I just know it. So when I bring home a Haitian black woman, everyone's like, oh. But for some
Had
reason,
a little flavor in your tank. We thought you done blend it out. Like, no, don't get me wrong. When my little brother, he has a thing for Hispanic women. My little brother. You give me the vibes. You give me the vibes.
See.
He gives you the vibes, right? He gives you the vibe. It's giving Senor Cheats. It's giving that. It's giving it.
Nah, they're cool. They're cool. I've had my experiences with them. They're fine. They're okay.
Okay, but my brother, he has a thing for his fetish is Hispanic women or Caucasian women. But the mother of his child is Haitian as hell. So I didn't know how that happened.
See, all right.
He's like, I don't know how that happened either. I said,
Yeah.
so.
But do you see the disrespect? She said, "Oh, he has a fetish, not a preference, a fetish."
Fetish. That's not a preference. It's giving fetish when that's all you
It's
follow
giving
on
fetish.
Instagram. It gives fetish when that's all you follow on Instagram. That's you only call your sisters, and your mother beautiful. And then when it comes to other black women, she alright.
No.
It's fetish. It gives fetish.
Oh man.
Oh, he gonna cuss me out for this. Sorry.
I agree.
He gonna cuss me the fuck out for this. Okay.
See, that's the truth I was looking for.
See,
Thank you.
all right, we got to it.
We got to
Well, let's get into you now.
Let's get into you.
All right, so I guess the first thing I want to ask you is perception of the field of makeup artists versus reality. Because again, a lot of there's been a boom, I guess, or an explosion of people that want to do makeup, lashes, hair in the last, I want to say, 5 years on Instagram, especially on Instagram. So a lot of people are licensed, some of them aren't, and some of them are escaping a regular job. They feel like that's gonna provide for them with no experience, no way to develop clientele and stuff like that. What's your perception of the field? Like coming from somebody, that has been doing it for years. Like, how do you feel about the field right now, the landscape?
Well, first off, in the state of Florida, you do not have to be licensed to be a makeup artist.
Okay.
But you have to be a licensed esthetician to work with even scissors.
Okay.
So scissors, razor blades, like waxing stuff.
Okay.
Sometimes you gotta wax your client's eyebrow or tweeze it. Anything that has to do with you removing something from the skin, you have to be licensed.
I did not know that.
Yeah, you do. You don't have
I
to be
didn't know that either.
licensed to because for the first 2 to 3 years of me doing makeup, people were sending this. My mom owns a salon. She's had that salon for over 15 years now. And they were sending the state board over there. And one thing about me, I do my research. You're not going to come and play with me. And they would come in there and every year come in. And they're like, well, you're operating makeup. I said, there is nothing here that involves any type of sharp tool that has to remove anything. Only applying makeup. And then I'm like, it says here in section and code. I was ready. I be ready. Especially with the moon bloods. I stay ready. But what I would say is do what you're good at. I've seen a lot of women who they can do makeup on themselves.
Okay.
And before they've ever even practiced on a person, they'll just come out and be like, I do makeup. You can't do it like that.
Yeah, on yourself.
I've taken over this year will make 3 years, I have a mentee.
Okay.
And what I taught her is you need to learn on yourself first and foremost. Then you need to learn the woman's skin. And I'm talking about all types because you'll have the smoothest of glass skin, you'll have bumpy skin, you'll have acne prone skin,
Oily
you'll
skin.
have oily skin, really dry skin, people with eczema, people with, hyperpigmentation. You have to know all aspects of a person's skin before you apply makeup.
Mhm.
So that way when it comes time for you to do the makeup, they're not looking casket ready. They're not looking. No, seriously. Some people look real casket ready.
I did not want to say it.
It's giving dark skin. But
It's giving dead body.
It's giving. It's giving. It's giving the zombies that was on the Michael Jackson Thriller. It's giving that.
man.
See, I'm glad you here to say it because we would get
I'ma
killed.
say it. I'ma say it because nobody else want to say it. No, I'm
Yo,
just
can I have a?
that's basically what it is. You just make sure before you step out and be like, hey, I do makeup. Make sure you have some type of visual proof. And I'm not talking about with the filters. I'm not talking about what the filters that give the people the lashes, because you're going to have the lashes on there and the lash that you actually put on is real crooked. You don't want to have that. So before venturing out and saying that, hey, I am a makeup artist, make sure that you've perfected that craft enough to say, hey, I do makeup. You can come get service by me. And work on your customer service as well. Because you're not going to sit there and say you do makeup and you charging for them breathing in your door, walking in your door, from putting shoes at your front of your door, and you doing the makeup and behind your grandma house in her little hut, and saying that I do makeup and you charging $500-$600. That doesn't make sense.
I was just about to say that
We need
because
AC.
I feel like if you don't have it, no disrespect, you could be the dopest person doing this shit. I feel like if you don't have your own studio or your own spot to do it, your prices should reflect that because your client is not walking into
Exactly.
an environment suited for that. Because if you do it in the living room or in the basement of your home, I'm not saying it's a bad thing because everybody starts somewhere, but you can't be charging hundreds.
You can. What I say is you charge for the quality of your work. For first and foremost, if you are giving people, like I said, the Ari makeup, the Jada makeup, whatever you guys want to call it, because that's it's popular right now, because that's all I get every day. But if you are giving people quality makeup, you charge for your quality.
Okay.
Then after you charge for your quality, you charge for your time.
Okay.
Then after your time, you charge for the experience.
That's fly.
If someone is coming into your studio and you got your LED lights, you got your television,
You got wine.
you got wine, you're charging for the experience. So they could be like, hey, I went up to such and such shop and she gave me wine for my birthday and she wined and dined me. You know what I mean? But then again, if you do really good work and you're just trying to make that coin to get out of that area that you are in and to get into your own space, I'm all for it. Charge that $100, charge that $150, because that quality of your work, you could do it in the kitchen of your home and you lay that shit out. And if the quality is good, the makeup is good, the application is amazing, people are gonna pay that. They're not gonna be like, okay, I came to her house. As long as your house not dirty, don't be having no dirty house, having people come up in there. Then that's when you gotta start deducting prices. But if you, like I'm saying, if you do that, then you know what I mean. By any means, charge what you want. I charge for my time.
Okay.
I take about 30 minutes per person, and that's because I also have an assistant as well. So I'm charging you per the 30 minutes, but also you're getting the experience of meeting me, and also the experience of coming into my shop and it's just good vibes. You're not coming into no negative shit. You're not coming into no hating ass shit. You coming into me helping you feel beautiful. And how can I make you feel beautiful?
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know which one to ask first. I guess I'll do the hot take first. So obviously you've done makeup for weddings. My opinion on when women do makeup on their weddings, I feel like a lot of women look their craziest on their wedding day.
You sound like the guys that be like, that birthday makeup is capping. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen with me though.
So just can you please answer, why do women go extra over the top on their wedding day? Because they be having so much makeup on. It's like, I did not fall in love with this, and I'm never gonna see this again.
That's their special day, Gary.
That comes from women going the cheaper route. It depends on your budget. So you know who you're picking because you're gonna see pictures. Sometimes people lie, but you're gonna see pictures, and you can't just. It's your wedding day. Everybody knows that on your wedding day. Some women are very glamorous on their wedding day. Me
A lot of
personally,
women look great. There's just a lot that looks crazy.
some do because they want to be extra and have glitter eyes, and you will never wore a glitter eye a day in your fucking life. So don't pick that day for a special occasion for your man to see you walking down the aisle and he be like, "Damn, you just look so soft and breathtaking." Nah, you look like fucking Rasputia.
That nigga might be crying because of the
Like, what the fuck is that on your face?
This is not my wife.
But-
I'm crying.
I just don't want to be like, who is that walking down the aisle?
But you have to, as a future husband, I always say, I always tell my brides, ask your husband how he would want you to look. And then if he goes and says, "Oh, babe, I don't want you wearing no makeup at all," shut up.
That's not
Yeah,
gonna
you
stop.
wild.
Shut up. You wild. Because by 3 o'clock, the wedding's at 6. I'm already real greasy. And you talking about, oh, no makeup. You're crazy. So, to each his own. And it depends on who you pick and who's there to service you as a makeup artist for that day. And that makeup artist should know, hey, she's a church-going girl who never wore a piece of makeup in her life. I want to keep her looking like herself so she's not, like, overly shocked. And her husband doesn't look at her and be like, "What the fuck did that bitch do to you?" You know what I'm saying? So you have to go based on that person's personality as well. You can't just be up in there just throwing shit on people's face, and you know what I mean? But I mean,
Let's try this.
If you're charging real low, then you're going to get real low quality.
Perfect. So now that's the perfect segue to my next question. What are some scams that you see in the beauty industry? Meaning, like, do you see like an overwhelming amount of people buying cheaper products, to service a lot of people, or do you see a lot of people scamming to get a lot of clientele using fake pictures for promo? What are some things when you look at the field? What do you see? Or do you feel like somebody is overly charging somebody based on their skill level?
Everybody charges what they want.
Okay.
First and foremost.
That's very politically correct.
Charge whatever the fuck you want. Okay. But what I've noticed, and I can say that here because
Observations.
Not
hurting
it's
nobody.
my opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
What I've noticed is the over editing.
Okay.
Because they're gonna see, on your page, you've made all your clients practically look the same. And when they sit in your chair and they get up and they be like, "That's not how it look in the picture." You know what I mean? What the fuck? That might be the title of the episode. That's not what happened. Like, for real. So you have to make sure that what you're dishing out is what they're going to get in the chair, which is why I do a lot of videos, because I want you to understand that when you sit in my chair and you look like this client, and if you can relate to this client, then your makeup will come out looking like this. But another thing clients have to understand as well, too, don't come up in there with bushy-ass eyebrows. You got a mustache. You got a beard. The 5 o'clock shadow. No, seriously. You have to make sure, those little things are, groomed and taken care of. So that way it makes it easier on the artist for a smoother, seamless application. But don't go and sit there and thinking you want makeup from me and you went to somebody who do a completely different job.
Okay.
And you gotta wash your face before you see the makeup artist.
Don't come up in there with a crust in your eyes and all that. Come up in there with that morning breakfast stuff.
Oh,
my
God.
Man. Please eat before you get there.
So obviously you've been doing this for a while, right? And somebody might go on your page and be like, "Oh, did she buy her followers? How did she get so many clients?" No, I'm just saying, like,
100% organic.
How would you instruct or suggest people, like, what are some ways that you do yourself to grow your clientele?
First and foremost, hashtags.
Okay.
That shit works. You're going to get a couple bots in there that comment and be like, "Hey, I won $500,000, whatever." You just
come pick up your laptop.
No, for real. Oh, thanks, whatever, and Forex and all that shit up under your fucking... Just swipe and delete them. But hashtags work because I've noticed that a lot of my clients found me through hashtag. So
Explore.
hashtag West Palm Beach makeup artist, hashtag Miami artist. I'll even put that on there
Mhm.
because Miami's only an hour away.
And you travel and you got a car.
Exactly.
The fuck?
So so hashtags work first and foremost. And now they have different things on Instagram where you can boost your posts to go to a certain demographic or a certain audience. You can it's all of that. Most of my clientele came organically from word of mouth
Okay.
because I took that high school popularity that I had and I created my business with it. And I always seen everybody I went to school with, and I was like, hey, I do hair now, I do makeup. It's just a little bit. I charge $25. You couldn't pay me to charge $25 now, but you know what I mean. At the time, that's what worked for me, and at the time, makeup wasn't really a thing. So $25 for a face beat
You was cool with everybody.
yeah,
too.
yeah, I was cool with everybody. So that $25 was adding up. It was really
Sure,
adding up. And
yeah.
I was, young. I was, 18, 17, doing makeup for $25. Get your little Hollister outfit. You real good.
And how long does that take for the 25 at the time?
At the time, and it took me an hour.
$25 an hour is that pays
It's what people are getting paid now.
more.
And at the time, it was like, I had clientele, have strippers. And strippers became one of my highest paying clients too.
Shout out to the
Bec-
strippers. too.
We love the strippers. We love the strippers.
Damn, I love them strippers.
Yeah, but those were my like frequent clients was dancers because I would stay all night doing makeup. $25, they would pay that. That's nothing.
That's true.
So another question I have for you is out of all the celebrity like makeup kits that's been coming out, which one do you consider that's actually good?
I'm the type of artist I pick and choose from little brands. Like I can go from I have some shit in my kit that's like $3. But you wouldn't even know it's $3 because how I make it work. I have shit in my kit that's $200, like foundation wise. Tom Ford has really good foundation.
Oh, I love Tom
And
Ford. I like the fragrance.
yeah, Tom Ford, and everybody loves Chanel, and I hate Chanel foundation personally. The shit broke me
Tom
out.
Ford Beauty
I
be smoking
test
shit.
things on myself before I give them on clients. So I've tried the Chanel foundation. They don't have a good color range. In a kit, you want to have colors to fit everybody. If you don't have, I would say you need about 8 foundations. So in that time, if you can't create a color, you can't find a color for that specific client, create it. Mix two together. I'm a mixer, so I'll mix some
I
foundation.
didn't know that was a
together.
thing.
Yeah, you mix your foundation, mix that shit together.
Don't know shit about shit.
I'll see a client, and then the thing with me that shocks everybody is I could look at you right now, and I could mix a shade, and I could put it on your forehead. You'd be like, "What the fuck?" That's what makes me me. That's what makes.
You got a good eye for
Yeah, I
it.
got a good eye for this shit, and I like
My
to
forehead
paint
was
too.
the first thing that sticked out.
Okay. All right. So now I'm gonna force you to be a little biased, because and I don't want your answer to be based on, let's say, the amount of money, right?
Mhm.
Which one do you prefer, like celebrity clients or regular day-to-day folks that come to your shop?
For
Or
regular day to day folks. That's not even a question. Everybody can tell you that I always say that.
okay.
Celebrities don't pay.
Whoa.
I said it. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you do it for the look or for
some
the exposure? then?
some pay,
Okay.
some don't. It's a 50-50 world in the celebrity world.
Okay.
Some pay, some don't. Some are. I have celebrity clients who are big artists, and they treat me like a human being. And then the ones that don't pay don't treat you like human beings. All right, you good? Or how much can you do my makeup for a post? I'm like, I can get like my lawyer client down the street. She can give me about 10 people. Who you bring in? Followers? Sometimes the followers don't add up to the people who come and sit in your chair exactly. Some people just like to gaze on the internet. If I was, I'm getting into my influencer bag, which is posting content on TikTok
I see
and
that.
stuff like that. So again, those help. You know what I mean? Because there is people who are really infatuated with celebrities on the internet, and they like to see who are they posting and why they're posting that person. But if you were to ask me, I like my regular people. My regular people come to me, they show me love, they tip. They don't feel the need that if they're going to share my work or tag me in something that, I have to pay them for it, because that's a thing too. Or if a celebrity pays for a service,
That's
they
crazy.
don't need to tag you. You don't need to take their picture.
That's
It's happened to me
crazy.
before, and it caused a whole awry on Facebook because I did do Ari's makeup when she came down here before.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
And it caused an awry because she paid for the service. She paid for me. She paid me, tipped me and everything. And because she didn't tag me and because I went on her page, screenshotted my work, and I posted that it was makeup by me, just to let the world know that, yeah, I did get chosen.
Mhm.
It caused an awry. Like, oh, she didn't like the makeup. Keisha's not all that. Like, she's claimed to be. Oh, Ari didn't like it. Da-da-da. It caused a whole awry. Did I give a fuck? No. Do I,
I
give
mean,
a?
some people don't have the time to do it, and some people like want to build that relationship up. But I'm glad you're taking credit for your work.
Exactly. And what the thing is, I could have took a picture. My phone died, and I was like, you know what? Maybe that was a sign that needed to happen, just so I could see who really ride for
Yeah,
me when
block
it
all
comes
them
to
niggas.
block all the negativity because it showed me who really was down for me when it comes to this. Because everybody who knows me knows that I love what I do. I will get up at 3 o'clock in the morning if somebody need their face done. I'm talking about a regular person needs their makeup done at 3 o'clock in the morning. I will come up there if the price is right. But I'm gonna come up there and I'm gonna make you look like the best 3 o'clock in the morning in my moo and the best 3 o'clock in the morning making Gary don't like the moo.
He don't listen. He's gonna get there. He's gonna get
You're
there.
gonna end up liking it. You're gonna be like 50 years old. I'm like, baby, what's your moo?
Now it depends
Sweetie,
on
what's
what
your
you
moo?
got under that moo though. I be telling you
Exactly,
that.
because sometimes, you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
that's all you need,
You know what I'm
dog.
saying?
It's like
So,
the veal
That
at the,
thing
at
is
the
banging
wedding.
under that
That move in.
moo. No,
All
for
right,
real.
Wait, can I-
just go ahead, Gay.
So I got one ignorant question that you have to answer.
Mhm.
Would you let a white woman do your makeup?
Yeah, if she knew, if you got based on her profile, because we live in a social media world, all your work is on there. If I go on your page and don't, I've seen some white women who can do some dark skinned women makeup. You will be surprised. I'm talking about it looked like sis came out looking like a golden goddess. You know what I'm saying? But if I go on your page and I have not even seen somebody do as simple as a light skinned person like you, not to say like it's simple, but it's simple. Then I'm gonna be like, you ain't touching my face because you ain't never deal with my complexion before.
Facts.
But
And that's fair.
yeah, you live
Sometimes
in.
there's prejudice in makeup artists.
There's prejudice in makeup
Okay.
artists because in the runway industry, modeling industry,
Oh yeah.
we tend to the modeling industry because those higher brands, the designers, the big designers, they don't hire people to cater to women of color. They just hire, who they know or who they know is good, and those people are not really good at making those women look like themselves.
Their best.
And just as well as our hair. You
I even see
on
that
the
in
runways,
the news.
shit.
In the news too. In the,
Yeah, it was a whole
Daytime
debate.
news and
Because apparently, like I was even watching, like I don't know if you know the show Atlanta.
Yeah.
There's a scene with the dude Alfred or Paperboy, and there's a dark skinned dude, and they said there was someone put on Twitter, and it got like a lot of likes saying that I hate the color of the show. They do they don't know how to picture black people right. I didn't even think it was a thing, but it was a big outroar
Yeah,
on
because
Twitter.
sometimes the quality of the camera, it picks up a lighter skinned person really good or a white person really good, and then it washes out a black person, and a black person look like this fucking table, and they're probably my color. You know what I'm saying? Because the picture quality is bad. Again, it comes from people trying to half-ass shit. Of course, you want quality work, you're gonna buy quality shit.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? That goes back into like what kind of makeup is higher end makeup work better? No, it's just the person. It's the person.
I guess my last question before we wrap up is, you are a busy person. You post about fucking 13 birthdays a day.
I do. I do.
Birthday shout outs and stuff. When do you like have time for yourself?
I
How
do.
do you make time for yourself? And when you have time for yourself, what do you do? Do you sit at home and watch movies all day? Do you go for a run? Do you go by the beach? Like, how do you relax like, on your free
That's
time?
a funny question because like I said, I've been doing this 8 years, and I have had the chance to finally find myself, I guess you could say, and find that time for myself.
Okay.
So before it was like always I'm about the coin. I want to make all my money. Whoever calls, I'm running. So I kind of spoiled my clients a little bit. So when it came down to a time and I was like, I can't service you because I gotta go to X and Y and Z
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. They be like, girl, why you going that you can't do my makeup? See,
That's
that you're
fair.
spoiled now. Because,
Entitlement too.
yeah, you're
Oh,
feeling
shit.
entitled. You know what I mean?
I got a life too.
I lost a lot of clients like that because I wasn't convenient to
Mm-hmm.
them anymore. So
A lot of niggas lose barbers like that too.
no, for real, because you just people in the industry, we have lives, we have families, we have relationships. There would be time that like before I would miss a whole Thanksgiving meal because I'm sitting here doing
Oh,
Thanksgiving
nah,
makeup.
we ain't doing
So
that.
I've learned now as I'm older, this is when I was like 18, 19, 20s. So I've learned now that I'm not doing this with y'all no more. Like I'm gonna go. This is the cutoff time. You don't meet the cutoff time. You don't book at the cutoff time. Guess what I'm doing? I'm gonna sit at home and be with my family. But on my spare time, like I've been in the gym a lot lately. I go out with my friends, of course.
Okay.
Like I like to do things that are fun.
Yeah,
like,
you be outside.
I be
see it.
outside.
I see you in the clubs, boat parties,
but
burner boy concerts.
I love stuff like that because life, we only have one life to live.
That's
so
a
you
fact.
want to enjoy it as much as you can. Go to concerts, go make pottery, go fucking do whatever, make candles and shit. I be trying to find like little shit like that to be doing. I'm a Cancer, so I'm a homebody. Like you know what I mean? Some people gonna be like, that's zodiac shit. But I am a homebody for real. And I like to be in my shell. Some days I'm like, yeah, I ain't fucking with nobody today, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna stay in the house. You know
That's
what I mean?
kind of tough for you to do because you probably get invited.
But I
to
will
so many
take that
places.
day because for my mental health, I
You
need that shit.
Okay.
I need that day
Yeah.
to myself where I can regroup, charge my social battery and be like, all right, I can go outside again. I can
Yeah.
talk to everybody again. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But people don't understand that.
So this is like one of the most informative episodes for sure.
Wow. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
That's
we have
crazy.
to wrap up.
Yeah.
We got to do part 2
We
because
got
I have 3 more questions to ask.
I talk too much.
We
Sorry.
have no,
No, no,
it's
no,
good.
no,
That's
it's
great.
good.
And you not shy at all. You kind of lied to us in the
good.
beginning. You said,
I
hold the mic in
am,
2 hands.
but had a couple shots.
It's
Oh,
cool.
okay. All right.
But Keisha, where can the people find you?
You can follow me on Instagram, Keisha the MUA. My TikTok is the same thing, Keisha the MUA, KEI, not KIE. People get that wrong all the time. Twitter is same name. Most of all my social media is the same name. You can find me on there, interact with me. I'm nice, I promise.
Is booking in your bio on your Instagram?
Yes,
and
booking is in my bio. There's a booking link. There's a little bark thing to tap to. I do classes as well. I do teach now. So that's been my thing lately is teaching people how to do makeup. So you don't want to look casket ready.
Yeah. And the last thing I'll say on your behalf is more like she's a real person. She's cool. She's goofy. She'll interact with you, and she's not on no celebrity shit.
No.
She'll answer DMs.
People
Like,
think that though. People
yeah.
really
Well,
think I be out
when
here.
you see the followers, they'd be like,
Because
People get
you'll
intimidated
walk
by it.
up next, like you'll walk past me if I don't know you, and I'll just be like, I'd be having like resting bitch face sometimes. But if you come up to me, be like, "You're so beautiful," people do that all the time. You're so beautiful. You're so pretty. Your makeup's so pretty, and then they get this big chunky cheek smile out of me, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, she's so nice," and I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't nobody. Who am I?"
That's great.
Yeah, so what do you go by, Chief?
Damn, I go by today, but Cheek, I gotta start doing more homework. I'm gonna send my next girlfriend to you.
Period.
Yeah, and wow, we gotta do part 2. I'm
with it
speechless.
if y'all with it.
I'm
Of course.
speechless, yo. This is dope.
You should, man. I go by name of Gary, aka In Gary Trust, aka Black Business Supporter, aka
Support all black businesses.
Absolutely, aka don't be looking dead out here.
Nah, for real.
You should, and
Get right.
what is this, man?
These
Sorry.
are the aesthetics.
These are the aesthetics. Once again, thank you, Keisha.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you
what-
for having me.
Yo, this was amazing.
Really?